Hello friends, let us now learn about some important points about papulosquamous disorder. Among this, the first one is about psoriasis. Psoriasis is erythematous plaque with silvery white scaling is seen. This is associated with HLA-CW6. Then that is juvenile psoriasis. Then if this is associated with HLA-B27, then that is pustular psoriasis, or we can also call it as psoriasis arthritis. The psoriasis arthritis. Okay, so here in this psoriasis we have different types of psoriasis. So before going to the types of psoriasis, we will see the risk factors of psoriasis. These include beta blockers, lithium, NSAIDs, iodides, anti-malarials, HIV, trauma, and even beta streptococcus are also associated with this psoriasis. Then what are the types of psoriasis? Types are, we have psoriasis vulgaris, then we have scalp psoriasis, we have palmoplantar psoriasis, inverse psoriasis, guttate psoriasis. Guttate psoriasis is common in child after upper respiratory tract infections, and this guttate psoriasis where you see dewdrop like lesions. This is dewdrop like lesions. Then we have rheumatoid psoriasis, or we can also call as trumpet like psoriasis. Hyperkeratotic lesions are seen. Then we have signs. In the signs, most important is we have Grattage test, where there is increased accentuation of the skin is seen in Grattage test. Then we have candle grease sign, and then we have Opitz sign. In Opitz sign, we see pinpoint bleeding spots are seen in Opitz sign. Pinpoint bleeding spots are seen in Opitz sign. Then we have one more type of psoriasis, which is called as pustular psoriasis. We have something called as pustular psoriasis. Okay, this pustular psoriasis, drug of choice of this pustular psoriasis is retinoids. Okay, right. These pustular psoriasis are divided into two types. One, they can be in generalized condition. We call it as von Zumbusk disease. Then this pustular psoriasis in pregnancy, we have impetigo herpetiformis. Okay, that is pregnancy. In pregnancy we have impetigo herpetiformis. Okay, now what is the treatment you can give? Corticosteroids, keratolytic agents, vitamin D analogs, topical retinoids, all these can be given. In systemic treatment, like we can use immunosuppressive drugs like methotrexate, cyclosporin, acitretin can be given. So if you see treatment, you can use topical, you can use steroids, then you can use keratolytic agents. Keratolytic agents like salicylic acid, coal tar can be used. Then you can do vitamin D analogs, and we can also use topical retinoids like tazarotene can be used. And you have systemic conditions, systemic drugs, like you can use methotrexate. Immunosuppressive drugs can be used like methotrexate, but side effects are hepatotoxicity and teratogenicity are common with methotrexate. It can cause cyclosporine can be used, but side effects like nephrotoxicity, hypertension, hypertriglyceridemia can be used. You can use acitrenin, where the side effects are teratogenicity, dyslipidemia can occur. Then we have phototherapy. In the phototherapy, we can use Puva or Puvasol. All these can be used. We have a regimen called as Ingram regimen, where you first give the drug Threnol, and after giving this drug you will expose the person to light. Expose the person, especially the lesion, to light. That is Ingram regimen. Then we have Gokerman regimen. In this Gokerman regime, you will first give the patient coal tar and then you will expose the person to light. So these are phototherapy. Along with phototherapy, we can also use biologicals. The biologicals which can be used include, we have infliximab, adalimumab, which can be used, and etanercept can be used. All these are tumor necrosis factor alpha inhibitors. Then we can use efalizumab, which are CD11 inhibitors. Then we have itolizumab, which is CD6 inhibitor. Then we have alifacept, which is CD2 inhibitor. Then we have eprinelast, which is phosphodiesterase 4 inhibitor. Then secukinumab. Secukinumab is anti-interleukin 17A inhibitor or blocker. Then we have ustekinumab. Ustekinumab is anti-interleukin 12 or 13 is ustekinumab. Okay. Then if you see the important facts, the drug of choice, if the drug of choice for psoriatic arthritis, drug of choice for psoriatic arthritis is methotrexate. Then drug of choice for erythematous psoriasis, drug of choice for erythematous psoriasis is also methotrexate. Then drug of choice for pustular psoriasis is acitretin, which is nothing but retinoids. Then drug of choice in pregnancy, psoriasis in pregnancy, you should give systemic corticosteroids are recommended. So this is about psoriasis. Thank you guys for watching my lecture. Thank you.